everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a updated Filofax flip through. I just recently started reaching for my Filofax planner a lot more because I came up with a setup that I think really works for me and helps me be the most productive version of myself. This is the Filofax planner, the personal planner in the confetti, I guess, colorway. I don't really know what the right way of saying that is, but it's just gray with these gold specks. And I also believe that they made one which is so it would be pink where the gray is, and that one's also super cute, but this is the only one I could get at the time. I really like this one. I like how it matches my aesthetic, I guess. And I purchased this planner through the Filofax UK website last September, but I just really started reaching for it in the last maybe 2 months. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's looking. I just have this gold pen loop on the side that I also think really matches the like the gold specks. In the pen loop, I just have this pink and gray Kaweco ballpoint pen. Oh, and we also have a visitor. Yeah, it's just a ballpoint pen, pretty simple, pretty basic. It has black ink, and I just reach for this one the most because it matches the planner the best. But I mean, as far as pens go, it's not my go-to. Like, it wouldn't be my first pick, but it does the trick. And it also matches really well, which is exciting. On the inside, so on the left side here, I kind of have a variety of things. To start off, this Miffy bookmark. It's just a metal bookmark that came with a notebook that I was gifted. And I also have some tags from just things that I like, so Sporty and Rich and Polly Pocket. It kind of matches my aesthetic. And I have some Ed Hardy tabs, and then just plastic tabs. And I also have this Webkinz paper that my partner printed out for me. I thought it was funny. She likes to print things and just leave them around the house, which I think is funny. And on the inside pocket here, we just have this commonplace book that I don't really reach for, but it's one of the only notebooks that fit inside that pocket. So eventually I would like to maybe use it for lists or just like grocery shopping. And then on the right side, just the first page of my Filofax. So every Filofax comes with this plastic kind of cover, and behind that I just have this picture of myself that my mom took, I think maybe 2 years ago when she was getting back into photography. And then we have the cover page of my Filofax, so I just put my initials, and then that's the cover page that the confetti Filofax came with. And I still have the 2025 calendar up because I didn't purchase the 2026 one. You'll see why in a minute. But yeah, I don't plan on purchasing the 2026 one because I don't think I would use it. But this one just kind of looks good for like a dashboard. And then we have the pages of like personal information, which every Filofax comes with, I believe. I'll blur that out obviously because yeah, that's kind of sensitive information. But every Filofax comes with these like intro pages, and this one is the same thing basically. And then I have this plastic ruler. I have a few of them. They're really good for like making lines, obviously, but like I love to separate the pages in my hobonichi, which you will see later on. That made no sense, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. And then I have the first divider, I guess, of my Filofax. So I didn't label this one, but I probably should. It is just my daily planner. So I have my hobonichi weeks here. Um, yeah. So I accidentally ordered the hobonichi weeks that has the soft cover instead of the hard cover, and for the first few weeks I really, really disliked it. Um, oh my gosh, do you hear that car? Yeah, I really disliked it, and I didn't reach for it, and I felt really guilty because it is pretty pricey. So on a whim one day, I decided to cut all of the pages out of the cover, and I just trimmed them down to fit in my weeks. Oh my gosh, fit in my Filofax. And as you'll see, they're not perfect. If I were to do this again, I would definitely get like a more heavy duty paper cutter. But I mean, this will do the trick for this year. And then if I do this again next year, I will definitely make sure that the paper is cut more precisely. But it works for now, and I reach for it a lot more than I would if the weeks was just on its own, as they usually are. But you'll see I don't really use the beginning pages of the weeks a whole lot, or the calendar pages. I mostly just use it for the weeks element. And I don't really do fancy spreads. There's nothing really exciting in here. This is the week we're currently on, and I have my Pooh Bear sticker in the corner there, and also the Filofax ruler that came with the planner. And then we'll flip to the back. And yeah, like, I don't really reach for the weeks a whole lot other than to actually plan out the week. I don't really use the extra pages because I have a lot of notebooks on the go currently. And then the weeks and my Filofax in general is mostly just for planning, like life planning. It's not so much for creative planning. Yeah, I just hole punched these pages. Obviously, they didn't come like that. I just kind of marked out where the holes would be, and then we have the back pages of the hobonichi as well, which, like I said, I don't really use a lot of. I do make lists sometimes in the back, but in general, I don't really reach for them. And then we have the next divider, which is my personal curriculum. So I use this one. I say personal curriculum, but it's not really that. It's more so just for like everyday note taking, I guess, for more serious topics in life, or more just informational elements of my life. I don't know how to explain this, but yeah, I have just some information about my autoimmune disease, and I also have some info about 75 soft, 75 hard, just kind of whatever I want that I feel like doesn't fit in my creative planner. More of just everyday ideas, thoughts, whatever. And yeah, I don't really write a whole lot in this section. I like these pages too because these are perfect for work. With my job, I have a lot of Microsoft Teams meetings. These are perfect. I just photocopied these from an old planner I had, and then I cut them down to the right size, but they work perfect for what I need them to be. And I have hundreds just sitting in my drawer, so I kind of just swap them out when I need to. And then this next divider says applied forensics, but it's not applied forensics at all. I just didn't change the label because I used to use this Filofax for school, and then it didn't end up being big enough, so I switched it. But this is actually just my content planning divider, so I'm not going to go through this one in detail, obviously, because it has ideas and just information. But yeah, I just try to plan as much as I can without going crazy. I just kind of keep ideas in there. I also have another ruler, and I really like these pages. These came with the Filofax. It just has a space for ideas and how you can execute your ideas, I guess. I also believe you can buy these individually on the Filofax website or on Amazon. But these are super, super helpful. And then on the back part, there's like to-do lists, and then you have to fill out everything that you'll need to execute your ideas. And then we have this last divider. It's not labeled, but it is just to-do lists. So this is the Filofax to-do list. I have a ton of these as well. I just remove them as I use them because it takes up a bunch of space. Obviously, if you create a to-do list every day, you're gonna get a lot of to-do lists eventually. So I just take them out as I go through them. Then we have some extra note pages and these expense pages as well, which I don't really reach for. I try to keep track of that in my phone because I just find it more accessible that way. And the last few, I guess, inserts in my Filofax is just this plastic sleeve that has a keychain packaging thing that my partner got for me. I just thought it looked cute and it matched the rest of the planner. And I also have this Polly Pocket paper that I got in a PR package, which I just thought was super cute, so I kept it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And we also have this zipper pocket that I don't use. At the back, I have the pen loop I had mentioned beforehand, obviously, and I also have this notebook, which I use a lot. It has all my radio codes for work, which I'm not going to go through because that is sensitive information, but I keep it there because I can just grab it on the go, and it's very easy to get to, and I have some more sticky notes at the back there. Also, every Filofax comes with a pen loop, I believe, but I really didn't like this one because it's right over where the clasp is, and I find that depending on what pen you use, it really affects how the whole binder kind of closes, if that makes sense. But yeah, this is my current Filofax setup. This is what works for me right now. It will definitely change because I am changing my stuff all of the time. But right now, this is what I'm using. Probably for the rest of the year as well because, my hobonichi is in there. If you are interested in seeing my traveler's notebook or any of my stationery pouches as well, I would love to do a tour of those or what's in my bag. That would be super fun to film. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you got some ideas from it maybe. Go cut up your hobonichi weeks and personalize it. Make it what you want. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. Thank you for watching.